Thank you so much for joining me for this interview today.
Hey Sam, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. I'm so glad. For those of you watching right now, this is my good friend Maria, and she is a part of the cast for Virtual Love in Lockdown, our brand new web series, which is premiering this spring. So for the people who are watching who don't know you, can you just give a quick introduction?
Yes, well, my name is Maria Renée Lavalle. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I am a Latina actress based in Brooklyn, New York. I was born and raised in Mexico City, so you can hear my little accent here and there a lot. I love it. I'm very proud of my accent. So yeah, that's a lot. Like that's a big part of me, where I'm from.
Amazing. Yes, it is. I feel like an important part of who you are as an individual and an actor. And yeah, you're just so wonderful. So I'm so excited that we got to work
Thank you.
together. That's the
Honestly, me too. I was so excited when you hit me up. I've always wanted to work more with you when we were at ADA together. We had like a couple, like a little scene where we were together, and I was very excited to be acting with you again.
Me too. It's been so long since we've actually acted together. I know
Yes.
exactly what you're talking about. What a time in our lives. Um, for those of you watching, we did go to conservatory together, so that's what we're talking about. We acted a little bit at acting school together, but it's just really awesome when I get to work with people from ADA. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm just so excited. So you play the character of Anna. So I want to
Yes.
know, how are you two similar and different? What is she like?
I mean, for me, Anna is very hopeful and romantic, and she doesn't give up. Like she's there waiting for love, wanting to connect, and I feel that everybody can relate. Um, like everybody can relate, especially right now with the pandemic,
Yeah,
right? There's this need to be in touch with new people, with yeah, connecting and like building relationships, even if we can be there in front of each other, you know, in real life. um but now we have this amazing tool, right? Like Zoom became like super popular, and yeah, this is Anna's way to try and find love, which I think everybody can relate to that.
absolutely. Like, even people who aren't dating, they can
Yes.
relate to wanting to just connect with people. And
Yes.
I do really think that she's super hopeful and super romantic and like super just nice, which you're so
Yes.
nice. So I feel like that's how you guys are really similar. Is like she's super like bubbly and she's outgoing, and that's how you are.
Oh, well, thank you so much. But yes, there's like this very like patient
Yeah.
and soothing, I think, energy about Anna. And that's something that I really want to embrace in my life too. Sometimes I can be a little like anxious about things. So yeah, that's like the soothing part of her. I'm really into it.
Right. Yes, I relate. I can be a little bit like anxious or like, come on, I want to. Yeah, she's super patient. You guys will see
Yeah.
for those of you watching. So just to not give anything away, but kind of expand. Uh, in the episode that you're in, Anna does experience some technical difficulties
Yeah.
with her computer. And so, what I want to know is, have you ever experienced technical difficulties during the pandemic while trying to talk to somebody? If so, and I'm sure you probably have, we all have, what did
Yeah.
you do to fix it, or could you even fix it?
I mean, this just happens like every day, right? Like every like Zoom meeting with like work or friends, even. And I'm gonna say like this interview was scheduled for like 2 weeks ago, and because of like technical difficulties, we couldn't do it.
Yeah,
So it happens all the time. It's something that we can't control, and I feel like that's so tragic and like fun and cute about this moment in the episode, because I feel like finally Anna has someone that she's very interested in, right? And it's like finally happening, like this moment to connect, and then you can't connect because of the connection, like Wi-Fi. So it's very fun and tragic because it happens all day, every day.
Yeah, it's life. Life happens, and
Yes,
well, I gotta roll with the punches.
exactly.
I feel like people will definitely relate to
Yes.
the episode and to her character. Um, so my next question is more about you.
Okay.
So we went to acting school together. You're an actor, but you also have your own production company, which I think is super cool since I do as well. Way to go, us! But
Yes, I know.
what kinds of projects do you create, and where can people find your work?
Well, my company is called Lava House Performing Arts, and I'm really, really proud of it. We started working on it a couple of years ago back home in Mexico City. We had a couple of readings of some plays and like some ideas to collaborate with other actors over there. And then I moved to New York. I wasn't able to work a lot on it for a couple months, but then the pandemic hit and I was like, what am I gonna do, right? Of course, it was, as an actor, it was really hard to find some work. So I needed to create my own work, right?
Yeah,
And that's when the idea and the opportunity to create this new project that I'm gonna talk about came to life. So it's called Inside Your Head Adventure Experience. It's interactive audio plays, which I think is really fun. It's really cool. We got the patent for it um, like at the end of last year. And what it is basically like a podcast meets audio play meets oh my god. Yes, like it's just a cycle idea. I can't English right now because I've been speaking so much Spanish lately with my mom and my partner. I'm so sorry. But honestly, like I don't want to give a lot away. What I would tell you is to visit lavahousearts.com, and there you can find our latest interactive audio play called Static. It's a collaboration with artists from around the world. We have from Mexico, we have from Guatemala, we have from the US, and soon we're gonna have 4 more plays that are gonna be casting soon. So you have to stay tuned. Yes, and we're always looking for playwrights, and also in our website we have like different platforms for poets and also visual artists to like showcase their work. So it's really fun. We have a little bit of everything. And as I said, I'm always looking for collaborators. So if you have any cool ideas, if you want to listen to a static and you're like, hey, I have this amazing plot, like character that would really work on this type of play, just hit me up and I'll be more than happy to talk to you. And then we can collaborate and work on this together.
that's incredible. For those of you watching, I'm tagging the Lava House Arts Instagram and the website. So if you're interested, please check below this video, check it out. So awesome. I'm just like so excited, and I love
Thank you.
how interactive your work is and how it like is meeting people where they are with the pandemic. Like that's so amazing because we need art like that right now. And I think the
Thank you.
idea of like interactive work
Yes.
is so cool. I just love
Oh,
that.
thank you. Thank
So
you so much.
yeah,
Yes, I mean, as I said, it's like a choose your own adventure audio play. So it's really fun for all the family. Everybody's going to enjoy it. So please, if you're watching this, after watching this, go to the website of Lava House.
no, seriously, because like I know a lot of people grew up on the choose your own adventure books. So like
Yes,
I think this is a perfect way to connect with people of all ages and
yes,
generations, and like super great thing for a family. If you're watching this and you want to check out the work or you want to work with them, do it. Seriously, do it.
just do
I'm
it.
gonna do
Yes,
it because I'm like, I love
yes.
it so much.
Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you so much.
Yours. And where can people follow you, social media or your website, just for you as an actor?
Yes, I mean, I'm on Instagram at María Renée Lavalle, right? You can find me there. And of course, with Lava House Arts on Instagram too. And now we're on Facebook, Lava House Arts, and on our website of lavahousearts.com.
Okay, amazing. Yes, so I'm also linking Maria's personal Instagram, so please check that out as well. if you want to work with her as an actor or just be her friend.
Okay.
Um,
Yes, always welcome. Happy
yes,
to
she's my
connect.
friend. So,
Yes,
yeah, so I just like think it's so cool. I'm like really inspired by you as an artist, and
thank you.
getting to work with you is so fun, and I think people will really relate to your character. It'll be
Thank you.
great. So yeah, so my next question, I guess, is more related to your character. Going back to that.
Awesome. Yeah.
This might be a hard one, so get ready. But
Okay.
if you
I'm
had to
ready. I'm ready.
describe your character or your episode that you worked on in only three adjectives, what would it be and why?
Okay. It'd be hopeful, human,
Mm.
and romantic. Yes.
That, I feel like that
Yes.
describes everything, the show and your character.
Yeah. Oh well. Yes. Ding ding ding. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the throughout the episode and like the overall energy, as you mentioned, of the project and of Anna is this, as I mentioned before, this hope of connecting and this hope of feeling like loved. And I feel like being part of something bigger than yourself, especially during these times, you know, and earlier in the pandemic when everybody was actually locked down.
Yeah.
And for example, like Anna, like some of us were by ourselves in our apartment. So we were like, okay, we need that human connection. We need that human interaction. How are we going to do it? And it's so typical, right? That when you have that chance and you finally found maybe something, like Wi-Fi just like stops working. So, but there's that hope that maybe next time it will work. Next time it will be better.
Yeah.
And it's a very human experience.
And just the like being hopeful in that sense, but also being hopeful that there's like a light at the end of the tunnel with the
Yes,
pandemic. Things will get better
yes,
eventually. Um,
yes.
yeah, absolutely. Um, that was a great answer. You just like A
Well,
plus.
thank
You
you.
checked.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Okay,
I'm very excited.
of course. Um, okay, so I only have one question left for you.
Awesome.
My very last question is
Mhm.
from your perspective with filming for the episode, if you could only say one thing to the audience before they watch the show,
Mhm.
what would that one thing be?
Hmm.
Another hard one, I know.
No, I think that you like everybody will feel seen,
Hmm.
you know?
Mhm.
As a queer actor, as a human that has lived through this pandemic, as
Yeah,
someone who wants to connect, right? As someone who loves love. Yes, like you're gonna see yourself, I think, in every one of these characters. So prepared to be seen.
totally. I think it goes back to the one of the adjectives you used, which was human. Like it's human. Yeah,
Yes,
prepare to be like see yourself in every character, and
yes,
even if you aren't 100% each character, because there's so many different unique experiences,
yes,
so many different personalities. Like I think relating to the people or the experiences is absolutely, and I think for me, like talking about queer stories is also really important to me personally, and I think it's important that we also shift the way that we talk about queer stories and the way we
yes,
tell them, because there's just this like way that Hollywood tends to do it that I think we need to just like start normalizing, you know,
yes,
just talking about like when you introduce yourself, hey, I'm Sam, my pronouns are she, her, hers. What are your pronouns? Like that is normal, but we
yes.
don't see that. Or like not everything's about like the coming out story. It's just
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yes,
yeah,
everything is about the coming out. It's like, for example, as I said, I'm Latina, born and raised in Mexico. I feel like all the stories, or like most of the stories that I see about being Latina and being queer, are like the whole plot, like the story is, it's about that. It's like the struggle of being Latino in the US or anywhere else, or the struggle of being queer. It's like, it's so refreshing to not having to talk about it. It's
Yeah.
like I don't have to introduce myself, like as Anna, she doesn't have to say, yes, I'm Latina and this and that. It's like I am, and I embrace it, and I don't have to say anything about it as a character.
Yeah.
And so that's really refreshing, and I really appreciate that. And that's something that I really want to work on. Not everything. I mean, of course, it's a huge part of who we are, of who I am, as I mentioned since the beginning. But not every single story has to be about that. There's more in our lives than just that. We have the same struggles as everybody else,
Yeah.
not just for being Latino or queer. Yeah.
I think that is totally like, it's not every story is like, oh, they overcame despite XYZ. And it's
Yes.
like, we don't need to hear that anymore, first of all.
Yeah. No. No.
Second of
No.
all, like, I think it's so important to have these queer stories that don't even talk about being queer. They just are queer. That's
Exactly.
how everyday life is. You don't walk around
Yes.
being like, this is my struggle, I am gay, blah blah blah. It's like, no,
Yes.
you just live life, and like you're not constantly being like, I'm like,
I
it's
know,
just,
because of course it is real. There is a struggle, but it's nice to
yeah,
also see the characters that overcame the struggle and that embraced it, and everybody else embraced it in
yeah.
this amazing, beautiful world. It's also nice to see that.
Oh, totally. I feel like we need like a good balance of everything, and I think
Hmm.
it's just, to me, important to talk about these things and just normalize them, and
Yes.
maybe like help people see that it doesn't need to be such a big deal,
Yes.
despite it being a big part of our lives. It's also, and like who we are as people, everything that makes up who we are is important. It's
Yes.
not like it needs to be hyper fixated on, like, we
Exactly.
can, there, people have a very well-rounded life, and um it's important to just normalize being like, this is just who I am, without having
Exactly.
to like fixate on it. And also, yeah, I think normalizing, when you first introduced yourself for the interview, you said your pronouns. And I think so many people are so caught off guard by that. And I
Yes.
think it's so important that we also just make that a normal part of the conversation, and
Yes.
especially in art, without making it a big deal. Like, well, why'd you ask for the pronouns? What does that mean?
Yes.
Like, this is what it is. Okay, moving on. I think it'll help people understand that that's normal.
Exactly. Yes, and as like everything, it takes time and education, and but I think we will get there. It's happening slowly, but it's happening. And as I mentioned, like projects like this, when like I feel everybody is gonna be able to see themselves, without all like covering any agenda, or like
Yeah.
without, that's so refreshing and nice. And thank you so much. Like it really means a lot, and it meant a lot to me, and I really want to keep working with you. This
Oh,
is awesome.
that's so kind. Thank you. I'm,
Thank you.
yeah, really excited to work on future projects with you. Um,
Yes.
and
Maybe there will be like a collaboration of like Fentress with Lava House, and that'd be amazing,
wait, that would be so cool. We have to do it now. Now that you said it,
Yes.
we have to do that.
Okay, it will happen.
We're speaking it right now. It's being recorded. We're doing
Yes. Exactly.
amazing.
Awesome.
Well, I'm just so grateful that we got to talk about this too, and that you got to even like take time out of your day to speak with me. That was really awesome.
This was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm really excited for everybody to see your episode. For those of you
Thank you.
watching, Virtual Love and Lockdown premieres on April 20th. Our first episode comes out then, and then each episode will be coming out every week. So we have 7 episodes, 7 weeks of fun. Um, I'm really excited. Please stay tuned. And yeah, thank you again, Maria. It's so good to talk to you.
So good talking to you, Sam. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Talk to you soon, okay?